Valheim. Sorry, not Valheim. Dominion 6, we're playing Vanheim. And should be Twitch 4. I wish I could rename these files. How did we end up with that one? This should be the right one. What I don't like about when you're creating new games here is you don't get to pick it creates a save file before you pick your nation. So got a Vanheim. So see, Vanheim, not Valheim, Vanheim. Okay, Gimpy One Eye, who knows all, King of Lords, blah blah blah, has claimed the throne of Zeal. Go me. Construction of the castle and the high peaks is completed. Yay. The Fey Boar has now fully reformed. And 2 riders. Okay. So I guess we should go over stuff and get acclimated to where we were. It's not that. Okay. So this is the map as we currently know it. Sorry, that's it. So we're doing a world wrap going east and west, but not north and south. We've got a bunch of friends in here with us. Was it 10 total? Looks about right. As far as our blessings go, since we're here, we got a +3 to our morale. So all our, what's the right word? Blessed? What's the right word? I forget the right word. Special. Just call them special. Morale's +3. They get withering weapons, so when they hit somebody, the people start decaying and that kind of fun stuff. Magic resistance +1 and heroism +70%. So all our special units gain a 70% bonus on their experience. As far as special stuff goes, let's see, we're down. It's not you. So Gimpy and so this is our main army. It's very small still. So blessed is the word I was looking for. So our blessed units got those bonuses we were just looking at. Fanny, what happened to the last playthrough and who is Vanheim? The last playthrough is still happening with the Cambion Kings. We'll be going back to that probably later on today, possibly, depending on how today goes with this. Vanheim are basically a Norse-based faction, nation. In this case, we're actually playing Odin. Or at least he looks like Odin. He sounds a lot like Odin. He is missing an eye, hence one eye. So again, he lost an eye. He's riding an 8-legged horse. We've got a couple of magic items with them so far. The Sword of Sharpness, lead shield, blackened helmet, and blackened full plate. That's all the stuff we can really do at the moment. No big selection yet. But he's doing Astral Magic level 4, Death Magic level 4, Nature 3, Glamour 1. Got a lot of research ability. Of course, he's blessed and poison resistant. He's a pretender god. He's very stealthy. He's got glamour, so he's basically a little blur effect on him during combat. He can bring troops with him across the water. He's got a supply bonus of 30. There's a withering weapons thing. He's got a skilled rider, and then of course he's missing an eye. He's got some experience. So he's not a bad unit. Currently, he's just basically sitting back and casting spells for the most part. So personal luck, ethereal body, mirror image, and venom arrows, and then spells. Eventually, once we get him geared out better, he'll be going in and doing some smacking around with weapons and that kind of stuff. Like I said, the Vanheim are primarily, Norse-based. These are lower level units here. The Huskarls, using axes and javelin, shields, halberd, iron cap. Again, they're considered, I guess, medium infantry. I wouldn't call them light infantry, so we'll call them medium. And this is one of their main, this is one of their blessed forces that they can recruit. They call them Vans. That's hence the Vanheim, I think. Are they from Skyrim? Not that I'm aware of. No, all these factions are usually nations are inspired by real world mythology. So in this case, Norse. Anyway, these guys ride around on horses. They've got a light lance, javelins, chainmail, iron cap, and a shield. You're wounded. Oh, you're mute. Why would you care if you were mute? Anyway, sacred, not blessed. Sacred units get those bonuses. They're also stealthy. They have glamour as well. Skilled riders stuff, and then their nice little fey horse, which are still sacred. All the stuff they blur. They're animals. They got true sight, so they see stuff better. Disease resistant, that's pretty high. Smart mount. Battle fright. It says battle fright. -5. When did that happen from? You're a skilled fighter. What the hell? So anyway, that's our cavalry unit. And they primarily go after the archers. We need more. And another unit here. These are the Valkyrie. These are another sacred unit. They fly. They're stealthy. They blur. They get spirit sight. They use a light lance, chainmail, iron cap, and shield. They fly though. That's the main thing for them. They basically go after rearmost enemies there. And then last but not least in this group, Huskarl, which is this is a medium to, I call these one of our frontline units, mainly because they have a spear and a javelin, ring mail, iron cap. These guys are a little bit better than the ones we're looking at. Right? No, they're not. I guess we should look at our recruitment stuff. Oh, up here we also have skin shifters. So basically kind of like werewolves. They regenerate. Skin shifters fight as humans until they become seriously hurt and then turn into half-man of wolven appearance. Shapeshifters regenerate in both human and wolven form. So they get in trouble, they turn into little werewolves type deal. It's those guys. Then we have some basic archers. Herdmen. These are our better. These are like our heavy infantry types. Broadsword, chainmail, half helmet, shield. Are these a... Spears, a sword, and shield. So yeah, these I considered our frontliners. They're more like, they're more heavy infantry sort of, kind of. Then we have these guys, the Einhir. I think these are basically berserkers. Yep, these are our berserker units with their broadsword and axes. So they're dual wielding, and they go in and they go in the berserker, blah, blah, blah. Where are our special boars? They are currently dead. They're back at our capital. More than likely. That is not our capital. Our capital is up here. Vanheim. This is our capital. So here's our boars. These are our special boars. And we mean special. As in, they're immortal. Their main purpose in life is to provide supplies to armies that they're in. 100 supply bonus is pretty good. So you throw a couple of boars in with your army, and your army has food forever, basically, until the boar dies. But then they come back at your capital because they're immortal. Because the general idea is these creatures are sometimes used in warfare, but it is their immortality and their physical power that makes them invaluable. The swine are slain each evening to feed the soldiers, but at dawn they are alive and well, ready to march with the armies of Vanheim. So basically they're a food source, but they keep coming back to life for us. And every time they come back, they should be clearing this stuff off because they're, immortal. But they're good little fighters too. The problem is they somewhat squishy. They're not that squishy. We just need more of them. But they're expensive. So, but they never really die. When they die, they come back to the capital. And where are they? This is our people at home. Oh, here's one of our dwarven smiths. He doesn't have a job yet. He is fire and earth. Strength of giants. So get rid of personal luck, and we want to give you a... Let's see, fire. You can't do phoenix power. Oh, because he's only got one fire. Resist cold, yeah. Fireflies. So he's got basically crappy fire spells until we can get something better. What commanders are available to recruit? We'll get to that in a second. I can do fire shield. There we go. So anyway, then he sits back cast spells. Let's see. So as far as commanders go, we have a scout type. We have a hearse, which is just an infantry commander. Then a Vanheim, which is a cavalry commander. Nothing special. He is sacred though. So basically a lower level one. Then we have the Van Jarl, who is basically a little bit better, more spell casting prowess with air, glamour, and blood. Then we have the Dwarven Smiths, and then this is the best one, the Vanadrot. Just a little bit more stuff, right? So they're not special. They're not that great. I mean, they're good leaders, and because they can do regular leadership and magic creatures and a little bit undead. Not sure where we're getting the undead from. Maybe it's because of the blood. I'm guessing it's the blood. So, anyway, it's also a priest. So are you. So they're level 2 priests. You're level 1 priest. So these guys are combined military, religious commanders type deal. And of course, the special unit here, the Dwarven Smiths. We've got a bunch of these. These are our primary researchers because they have the best research ability for their price. They all come with the Earth Magic 2 and then a random of 1, which is going to be either fire, air, another earth, death, or glamour. So there's a 10% chance to get one of those. Or is it? How does that work? Because that's all set. So I'm guessing there's a 10% chance they get the extra one, I think. That's how that works. But the main reason we got him is because of the Master Smith, which means for the purpose of creating magic items, he can add the value of this ability to all magic paths he knows. So basically what it means is he's a Master Smith 1, so all his magic is actually all 1 level higher when making items of that type. So if it makes an earth item, and it actually gets access to level 3 stuff instead of 2. But then we also are giving them, that doesn't really show up there, but then there are regular units there. So the Valkyrie actually have little wings, don't they? I just noticed that. They actually give them wings. Or is that no, that's a javelin, or a light lance up in the air. It's not a wing. Never mind. I don't know how they fly exactly. But anyway, that's them. These are our dwarves in the town. So we've been giving our dwarves these little dwarven hammers. We make them for them, and they get a forge bonus of 2, which means that should actually be on the character sheet. There we go. So forge bonus. Very efficient when forging magic items. The bonus is a cost reduction in gems. So I think it's 1 gem per level, or is that 5? I think it might be 5. Any special hero? Not yet. Well, there is one. Who was it? This guy? A sage? Not really special. He's a sage. He's got a disease. Or is it Kanga? Kanga, I think, is... I don't know. This isn't really a special hero. He actually is a general type from a different faction who showed up at our door. I wouldn't consider him a special hero because he's not really special. He's just a priest. He's sacred and he's old, but he is not special. Bishop generals are high-ranking priests and commanders in the priest king's army. So again, he just came over from one of the other factions. So he's not really special. And this guy's just a regular one. So that's that. So any of these guys can pretty much be renamed after anybody. There's nothing really special. I mean, I was kind of hoping the Dwarven Smiths were going to be better. Or more, specialized. I mean, the Master Smith is nice and all, but a little bit, a hero version of them would be nice, which we may get at some point. I've never played this faction before, so we may have one of, a special Dwarven Smith come in. I don't know. But these guys, so currently researching, but they can do forge items. So we're up to creating greater magic items. He just can't. Or are we? Yes, we are. So we get the Midget Masher, which, a dwarf should definitely be using. Double damage against smaller opponents. That's going to be difficult. This stuff. So this is with level 3 Earth, and not a lot of greater magic stuff here. Boots of stone, earth boots. Oh. Able to gain more power from the ground, making him more powerful in earth magic. So you could make that. How many earth gems we have? 22 earth gems left. Right? 175. Yeah, 22. We need to save those up a little bit. And as far as trinkets go, so there's a lodestone stuff. So nothing special here out of this guy. But he only does earth magic too. It's when you start getting the little combos in here as we get better choices, typically. Like the Wand of Wildfire. There's the Flambeau, the Midget Masher. This. Flame Helmet, Helmet of Heroes. Elemental Armor, which you can't really make. Because required. Why can't you make it? Not enough gems, that's why. So that's why that's grayed out. So maybe someday. The Black Jaganite armor here. So hit points, morale, acid resistance. Boots. So the Brimstone boots. Earth boots. Boots of stone. Brimstone is strength, fire resistance, and waste and survival in the wastelands. It's not too horrible. And Medallion of Vengeance. Oh, this is the one that blows up when they die. Champion Salt, don't need about that. So, yeah, not a huge selection right now. And the downside to the Dwarven Smiths is if you want to make good stuff, it's going to take a huge investment of death gems to get them, higher rankings. And magic and stuff, like this guy. He's got fire. 1 fire, 2 earth, and 1 glamour. I think he's our best smith currently. As far as choices of items go. Of course, he's got 3 earth and 1 fire. That's pretty good. 3 earth and 1 fire. So, yeah, we have these guys. Do you get more commanders later? What, different types? No. What we have is what we have. Other than there's some story-related characters that come in usually later on in the game a little bit. You'll get some special leadership, special commanders, but there's no guarantee there. Because again, I've never played this faction before, so I don't know what kind of commanders we're going to be getting that way. If any at all. So there's that. Oh, we're making a Skull Mentor here. Oh, again, making a couple of Skull Mentors here. Those help with research. Oh, that's right. Both of these guys, dwarves, do death magic. That's why they can make those. Okay, so when we left off last week, we took this. We have this Throne of Ascension, right? No. So we're going to get this one. Oh no, we just did take this one. Build a lab, patrolling. Gotta get rid of this unrest here. So the Temple of Zeal, this is the Throne of Ascension. So this is what we get. So by controlling this throne, we get Ascension points 1, Dominion spread 2. Blessed troops get a morale of +2, and our Dominion PD conscription +2, 10. I'm not sure what the PD means. One of the coolest commanders for me, the coolest cat. There is no cool cats here. It's a very cool spot because, as you can see, there's lots of snow, and that's because of our choices and creating this little nation. We made it nice and cold. Cold 4 is nice, right? That's why it's so white, because we're covering the land in snow. Anyway, so building a lab. You're coming down here to. We already have a temple. I'll try a Nightmare Meadow, and for some reason we're getting a lot of death stuff. Not a lot of astral or nature, but definitely a lot of death stuff here as far as generating gems. Then you guys over here, you're searching astral. So there's 3 of our pigs. I think he's coming. He's supposed to be coming over to our. Yeah, he's coming over to the main army to deliver those troops. He just doesn't have a way to get there quite yet. Because there's what? 90 units there, 60 there, 60 there. This army is only 45. Need more troops. Is that what you're doing? No, you're building a temple. Why are you building a temple there? I don't remember. You're all by yourself. I don't know why he's building a temple. Did we have an issue? I don't remember. Anyway, you also control this ascension throne up here, which is the rainbow throne. Increases luck by up to 2. Sorry, that's just for being here. The claim throne gets us an ascension point, dominion spread, 100 gold per turn, and also 1 glamour gem and 1 water gem per turn. And we're also building a nice little fortification, which we're also going to be building down here to protect those. And we actually need to get over here before he gets up there. Mr. Micklin. But see, as you can see, we're surrounded by bad guys. How many does he have here? 200 enemy units. He's got 250 enemy units. So if he wanted to start a war with us, we'd be pretty screwed. Because we have 158. A little outnumbered. Hey, Beacon, welcome back. Whoever becomes available will be good. Well, we already have a couple of people. I mean, you could be this guy, I think. Oh, no, sorry, he's our prophet, so he can't be renamed. You have to rename them before they become prophets. Let's see. Except this guy he can be renamed. Again, these ones aren't, what are they? He's a Vanheim, so there's the weaker of the commanders there. These are pretty much the same. Yeah, they're all Vanhursts. Can we get a better look at that? Not really. I was kind of hoping to see if we could see what they were from here. A little easier. I choose future special hero Dwarven Smith if he will appear. Of course you would. Anyway. You're defending. What's your job, Olaf? Is staying behind the troops, so that's why you're defending. So you're good. So you... Oh, here's our little scout. Oh, right, he's sitting here to keep an eye on these guys to see which way they go. See if they try to get this. If they know it's there, which I think they do. And you're defending, so that's our turn. Next turn. Research navigation is completed. So, navigation 4. So now we can do Fire Clouds, if that's got the stuff. Breath of the Desert, Fate of Epidus. What is that actually supposed to be? Caster punishes a mage for having claimed the eyes of God. The mage's eyes are blasted by brilliance. His eye sockets empty forever, and the eyes of God no longer observe the world. The spell can only be cast if the eyes of God enchantment is active. Seems a little horse there. Thunderstrike, Hurricane, Acid Rain, Blade Wind. Oh, some of our little Dwarven Smiths can do this one. There's a huge swarm of whirling blades towards his enemy. The Blade Wind is an excellent spell against lightly armored troops, but almost useless against heavily armored ones. It's only one. Oh, the effect is one person. Number of effects is 50 plus, though. So you hit one person with it, but it hits everybody around him. Damage is 14. That's not too horrible. And Netherbolt, a Bane Fire Dart, Bolt of Unlife, Breath of the Dragon, Ephemeral Blast, and Ghost Wolves. So, that's stuff. We're that supposed to be going up to 5? We are doing 5, and then we're going over to Conjuration Construction stuff. Current research is at 203. Okay, so up here. Oh, this guy empowered himself with death? Who's this? Oh, this is the Death Priest. Why did I do this? Why did I make him a Death Priest? Why did I do this? Somebody remind me, why did I give him death magic? Why would I give him death magic? I don't know. Is the reason hidden in the mists of time? The 8-ball says, yeah. I don't like this 8-ball. His answers are too... not very good. Not very inspiring. Could do reanimation. Chance to 10 well-prepared corpses and gives them false lives. Skeletons are... oh, this is, I think, why we did it. So we can summon undead here. To up our little defenses so we don't have to recruit everybody. Because he can only control 2 types. But that gives... oh, 50 undead he can control. Come back to a game, forget what your strategy was. Like, dude, yeah, I know, that's the problem. And people say, well, it's because you only play the game once a week. And I go, it wouldn't matter if I was playing it every day. I'd still forget the next day. Yeah, it's nothing to do with the length of time. So I guess we could just throw these guys in there. So I think it's all these guys are... these guys go down there. The hatchet guys. These are the hatchet guys, right? No, axes, sorry. So you guys go down there. Berserkers? These are the berserkers. You guys go on the front line. Broadsword, chainmail. Yeah, these guys go front line too. Okay, so what we're looking at here is these are the frontliners. These guys are the backliners with their javelins and stuff. Oh, the commander isn't very commanding, so we don't get the little formations yet. Try new things often, so it's easier to forget that I don't finish them in one sitting. Yeah, well, I just forget. I really should probably... well, writing down is too much effort. But anyway, there's our front line. These are our better... these are basically our heavier troops and berserkers. And some actual heavy infantry mixed in. So we could recruit some more there. That's blessing, stand behind troops. And stay behind troops actually makes it so they cast spells too. Fire missile weapons, or if unable to do so, tries to place himself behind the troops. Cast spells, fire missiles, yeah, so that's... we want him there. So he'll cast spells here. We just need to give him some undead. How many death gems do we have? 107. So he can summon some more. So cast a ritual spell. Actual conjuration. What's dark knowledge? Summons a spirit of the underworld and coerces it to real knowledge of sites of death in a distant province. Whatever. He's just not strong enough to do this. Spirit mastering. Summons spirits of the newly dead and prevents them from entering the underworld. The spirits are ethereal but quite weak. But they're troublemakers. And then this one is... it's a skeletons. How many corpses do we have? We only have 3 corpses, so that's not going to work real well. Do whites, that's expensive. Bane, that's a nice little leader. The Dragar, these are corporeal undead van. They are incredibly strong and can change their size at will, or if they are wounded. They stink of decay and rotting flesh and are surrounded by ice-cold winds. With this ritual, if you Dragar are coerced to leave their mounds and kill the enemies of the realm. So they get 4 of those. But we have to get him up to level 2. Do I really want to spend all these death gems on some priest? Some brittle little priest is already weakened. He's got a heroic ability, though. He's got increased hit points. He's got 23. I don't know. I don't think I should be putting a whole lot of stuff into him. Plus 10 well-prepared corpses.
Hello, Gimpy. It is time to take a break.
This happens when we
Go
do this
check
one.
on the dogs.
It's not expensive.
This break supports the purchase of Rocket's treats. If you would like to help Rocket feel like a puppy again, please visit gimpyknee.com/support or type !treats in chat. Thank you.
Yep, thank you.
Your next break is in 1 hour.
Like she said. So, I think what we'll do is I'm going to get up, stretch my legs, get some water, that kind of thing. We'll come back here and continue on. So, thank you very much for watching. Be back shortly. Enjoy the dog video.